Loud. Okay. Hello, everybody. We are really excited that you are here live from Addison, Illinois. Pampered Chef Home Office. Just kidding. Marie, too. Nancy Joe. Here's our, I don't have that fun little picture, Marie. I should have asked you to give it to me. So your host for tonight, Marie Friday. Wave, Marie. There you go. Or don't wave. Nancy Joe. She's on a delay. And myself. So we're really excited that you are all here. Thank you all for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually what I'm going to do, let me just go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen already. We are going to go ahead and bring you, although I don't know if I need to share, where is Laura? Because she
You don't want to share, you want to do spotlight speaker.
Okay, let me do that because then we're gonna introduce Miss Laura. I'm gonna go ahead and stop share. There's Miss Laura. Let me find her. Where'd she go? And Laura is just gonna go ahead and dive right in. Where does anybody see Laura here? Oh, there she is, right there.
Well, while she's finding her, I'm gonna do a little intro for Laura.
Okay.
Laura was sharing this story with me, and I wanted her to share it with you and just inspire you during these times. And then Laura's also gonna share a great opportunity on selling the 5 products that are on sale. So take it away, Laura.
Thank you. And my hair is not purple. I don't know, my lighting is weird in here, but
I don't know, you're keeping it purple.
It hides grays, right? But so yeah, I was sharing with Nancy Joe that my husband and I were supposed to go on vacation the middle of March. So I didn't have any virtual parties booked for 2 weeks because we were going to be gone for about 12 days and just decided that I didn't want to be tied to my phone at all. So with everything going on and things slowly canceling that we were going to be doing down in Florida, things changed. And I told my husband, I'm afraid we're going to lose momentum with my virtual business if I don't do some parties when we're supposed to be gone. So I started posting some ideas, just what I was doing in my house about the air fryer. And I really don't go live very much in my kitchen. I just posted pictures and just said, you know, look what you can do with the air fryer. So it wasn't anything spectacular. It was, you know, flatbread pizzas. It was the fish with the veggies. It was just very simple, basic things, but helping me in my kitchen. So that in my VIP group, not on my business page, but in my VIP group, I did that. And anybody who commented, I just was chatting with them about the air fryer. You know, do you have an air fryer? Just, you know, casual conversation. But that turned into 2 parties that started when we were supposed to be gone. It took, I posted it on March 18th and the party started on March 23rd. So those 2 parties have launched my business huge. The sales combined from those 2 parties was over $3,000. And that was in the midst of us being in shelter in place here. They were both, no, only one of them was a Florida party and one was Illinois. So Florida's still, you know, similar to us. But people are really buying right now. They're connecting with each other. They need tools in their kitchens more than ever. They're looking for solutions and we have them. And Facebook can be that. So definitely post something, you know, start a VIP page right now if you don't have one, because that is a great way just to, you know, ask your friends to join that instead of just posting on your personal wall. Another post that I did was just, you know, you could have anything on your wish list for free or half price, you know, one of those kind of posts. What would it be? Those are getting a lot of responses too. And then you want to just have those conversations with people. I was looking back at my parties and about 5,000 of my sales this year came from one girl calling me with a broken rock crock lid that I said, how about we do a party so you can get it for free? And then all those parties trickled down around the country. So, you know, just that one conversation, I could have just taken the $50 order and instead I said, let's do a party. But some things that have really helped, you know, don't be afraid to jump into virtual training. You're not going to know everything right away. Just jump in and do it. Some things that have really helped excel and just propel the sales is after every order, I text them a thank you and ask how they know the host and if you're a newbie to Pampered Chef or a PC lover. And that was something Paula had said. And then Kristen Waranga challenges her team to get to know 5 people at every party. So I've been really focusing on trying to reach out, those texting conversations back and forth. But any training that I can find on virtual parties, I'm doing. The home office is offering. Nancy Jo and Marie and Patty have got units set up. They've got so much training to do. So just jump in and make notes and, try little bits at a time. Another thing that I've been doing, I found out I wasn't inviting long enough. I was trying to just start it on Sunday, invite and let's go on Monday. And there wasn't that time to get the invitations out as much. So I started setting up my parties on Thursdays. They invite on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which seems like a really long time, but not everybody's on Facebook all the time like we are. So they're slowly getting those numbers up. But that's what's really helping getting my parties sales up, bookings up, and recruit leads up, is having those numbers. So my posts go Monday to Friday. It's not anything fancy. I do like a stoneware day where I post 8 things about stonewares just every 2 hours. Real simple. But I do have a checklist that I created that I can post as well that I was sharing with the directors just to keep track of things. I don't have an outline. I just post day by day because it just kind of depends on what I feel like. So on Tuesdays, I'll just do Tuesday tips. Pampered Chef has a ton of tips that they can share. I have a folder in Cinch Share and I pick 8 or 10 of them and that's what I share. So my parties are never the same because I'm just working from folders, not outlines. What else here? When I thank my guests in parties, as if Nancy Jo was gonna place an order, I would open up her order right in Consultant, in Pampered Chef's site. If you click on the name, it pulls up a picture. So I just snap that snipping tool, that picture, and post a thank you. Thanks, Nancy Jo, for your order. You're gonna love your new tools. And then I list out exactly what she's ordering and post some of the pictures, because that's another way to kind of tie in the sales to people. They see what she's buying, just like you're chatting at a party. And then if it's something like maybe the breakfast sandwich maker, I would post the video. And I just use Pampered Chef's videos. I Google it and just snap the YouTube link and put it in there. And then another thing for bookings, I really ask my host, who do you know that, loves Pampered Chef? Who do you think the next party is? And ask her to help me get my next bookings, because then she gets extras. A lot of them don't realize they get that extra half price item. So, and I know there's more to work on with recruiting too. I'm just jumping into that more now. So I don't have a system set up for the recruiting part of it yet, but I'm newer to Pampered Chef. I've been with the company almost 24 years and mainly cooking shows all these years, but I know I have to do virtual, right? Thankful that a couple months ago I started doing it more because I could just see that it was working for me. So, questions?
Well, the good news, Laura, is Kristen is going to share with us about recruiting. So
Right. That's yes, she's the pro. I reached out to her just the other day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Questions for Laura?
Laura, are you live in your virtual parties? No, everything is a post or just a shared video.
Yes, I was telling Nancy today, the only video I have is a 6-minute blender video doing peanut butter. And I show them how you dump it in. We watch it, do it, right? And then I pull away and go through the book, just like I would do at a live show, to show all the different things you can do. And in my 4 parties running this week, I have 9 people that want the blender.
Wow.
So now those are my leads to follow up with, because they saw just that from that video. But you know what? I have an ugly kitchen, so I don't go live.
So it's your planned video that you made and you're sharing from the catalog as it's going on?
Yep, from the cooking guide.
From the cooking guide. I had a question. Is your show planned out? Are you using Cinch Share, or are you kind of day by day figuring out what you're going to post? You made it sound like you're very responsive.
My folders in Cinch Share, I have like a cookware folder, a blender folder. So I just kind of pull up folders day by day and decide what I want to post. Like this week with everything going on in the world, I'm like, let's just start basic and just do stoneware. Let's not jump into the bigger ticket items. And then I did just Tip Tuesday. So it was the mix and chop post with all the tips, you know, the spiralizer, the garlic. So just real basic food post tips.
So Laura, are you lining them up in the morning of that day or the day before, or?
I do it every morning, and you know, I felt like I had to have it at a certain time. It doesn't really matter when you do it, just so that you do it consistently. So right now we go for a walk every morning. I come home, my husband showers, I post my parties. Like, so by 7:30 in the morning, I'm posting in the parties.
And Laura, tell us about, you were sharing with me today how your parties have built by week, that, you know, you had 2 a week and then you had, remember what you were saying to me today?
Yeah, I said, I'm just going to keep running with it, right? Yeah, so when I was like in January and February, I was just doing like 2, maybe 3. I wasn't really getting those bookings like I wanted to. And now that I started thanking every order and just trying to get to know more people, I'm up to 5.
Per week, right?
Five a week, yeah. And they've been really, like I already have 2,000 for the month from this week's parties, and they don't close till Saturday. So my weeks are going between 2,000 and 3,000.
Laura, how much do you have already for the trip?
50,000 points.
50,000 in 3 months. That is crazy awesome.
Yeah, and the neat thing is that the people who have qualified this, I have 5 that qualified this year. It's all virtual.
It's all virtual.
They're all, yeah, and they're all doing, you know, they're not doing, most of them work full time.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to figure out that, you know, some teachers and stuff. So they're kind of trying to figure out the virtual world with their new life, so to speak. But yeah, they've all just been using the same, you know, I share my folders with my team and they make it their own.
Nice.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing. Do you want to share about the products?
Oh yeah, I will. We weren't able to, my videos, I'm not techie at all. I literally just put them on my phone and upload them right from my phone. I haven't done the YouTube thing yet. So this morning, my son videoed me with the 5 products on sale. And I just went through like I would at a live show. It's less, I think it's about 4 minutes. And I just did a video. I posted it on my VIP page, and then I was able to share it into my parties this week. But I got some sales just from doing that. And I made it real generic, just said, you know, so glad you're at the April party, so that I can just share it in all my April parties. And just a quick video to show all 5 tools on sale. So I'll post those too for you to see.
Great.
It was just really simple, you know, share those recipe books that you can get with them, that Pampered Chef offers, and how you can, you know, use those to help in the kitchen.
Love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you so
We
much.
did get a
for
question.
sharing.
Wait, I see a question here.
Are you posting the same thing to each party, Laura?
Yeah.
I am. And the one thing Kristen Coy taught me last fall was every 2 hours. Every 2 hours to post. So I'm doing the exact same time for 4 or 5 parties, but it's every 90 minutes to 2 hours. And I have not.
Are you doing like all 5 at 8 o'clock?
Yep.
Okay. So
Through my
not
business page.
staggering them. You're not staggering them. No.
Through my business page, and it's been working.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Melissa Goodrich said she just discovered TikTok. It's super easy to make
Oh my God.
fun, quick videos.
Don't do it. Don't do it. My daughter's a crazy person.
Do it. It's so addictive. I can't. You got to do it.
Who's that?
That's
Well, let's give
Melissa.
Laura a big hand. Thank you.
You're
Wait, who was
welcome.
talking?
You're very
I said
welcome.
it's Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. She's on it. I just watch hers. Okay.
Thanks, Laura, for sharing.
Yeah.
Yay,
You're very welcome.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've seen it.
We just wanted to
It has
start
been to
this
go on that
call out
left.
with some real encouragement. And I felt like Laura's story
Yeah,
Um,
if you can get me, help me do it.
Yeah.
oops, if you can mute yourself. Patty, mute everybody.
Miss-
Okay, hold on, hold on. Let me just see.
What? That's
And
rude.
if I mute everybody, then,
And then I'll unmute real quick.
okay.
Help me get it up.
Okay, you gonna mute her? Okay, unmute. All right. We just wanted to thank everybody with a word of encouragement. I was really inspired by Laura's story because, you know, March 20th or March 23rd, think of, that was just a week ago, and $3,000 from 2 shows. And she was hoping for $200 to $400 from each of those parties. So I think that's really, really cool, you guys. You need to be bold and be brave. I'm going to share another story when I get to my part, but Patty, take it away.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to my screen share. Okay. Okay, can we see this? Okay, so we have some home office updates. So most of you are probably aware of this just because of there is shipping delays, and you'll see back orders this spring. They say that they're still getting, you know, inventory and all the time, and you know, they're shipping out the orders. They're going to ship out the back orders when they come. They'll do it separately, but they're not holding up any of the customer orders. So just know that they're doing the best that they can. They are pretty well stocked, I believe. There are a few that are on back order or shipping delayed, like the air fryer. So it's a 2-week rolling shipping delay they set on that. So, and I don't know, for everybody, you should probably be aware of this. April is your Kid Enhancement Month. A few qualifications. You do have to be active for 3 consecutive months, and you cannot exceed the total retail value of $600. But you get a 40% discount on your products. But you should also know that right now, the new spring line is actually 50% off. So if you have some Pampered Chef dollars, this is one way that you can spend them. For all the other information that you need, just check the consultant policy manual. Okay, we are talking a little bit about the monthly focus here. So what I wanted to do is, how many of you, I'm not really sure, how many of you actually know how to get to the monthly focus? Is this where I can go? I can go ahead and share that, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to show you how to do that because it is not screen share. I got to share this.
While Patty's finding that, I just wanted to let people know we've been getting a lot of calls to find out where stuff is at. Like, where did you find that? Where did you find that? And it's, you guys, they're really doing everything in the STIR. So,
yeah. Absolutely. So this is the monthly focus, but it's all connected. You'll get once a month, you get a monthly focus. It's at the very beginning of the month, so it's always on the 1st. You can follow that link here. But here it is. So if you go to, if you follow along on the side over here, can you see that? It's under the STIR News. If I were to click on that, here it is right there. There is the monthly focus. These are the topics that I can go to. But here is the STIR. But I want you to know the STIR is filled with all of these tabs. So you can go to bookings, you can go to selling, recruiting, training, events, recognition. If I wanted to, I can find, I can actually Google something like Feeding America, and I can go right here and you can find all your information. When you click on more, it tells you a little bit about that information right there. There's always hot links that you can follow that will take you to whatever the hot link takes you to, the marketing imagery or wherever that is. So how's that? That's fairly easy, right, everybody? Does anybody have any questions on that? I don't want to take a lot of time with that. It doesn't really take much, but if you have a question, please let me know. Anything, Marie, in the chat, or are we good?
go ahead.
No, we're good. And if they have any questions, probably the best thing is to put it in the chat and we'll deal with it at the end of the meeting. We have lots of great content tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to go back to share. And okay, so I just showed you this. So the STIR, always the updated information there, and you can go back to months ago where they have some of the other information on bookings or highlighting. In fact, if you are watching those Teach Me webinars, there's a whole, I think there's 5 now. They're coming out weekly. So be sure to get on the stir. We're going to talk a little bit about the one that Steve just did later on in this meeting, in this Zoom. Okay, so what are the 3 key areas for a successful April? And I don't know if everybody is probably totally aware of this. They've changed up the April bonus offer, but there's still a lot of great things going on with the April bonus, and I think it's here somewhere, so we'll get to that too. But I'm just going to show you this, and of course the tortilla warmer, which I used just recently for pancakes. I don't know if anybody else uses it for anything else. Hot, and still 45 minutes later, our pancakes were still hot. It was amazing. So I had to wait for them all to get on there, but oh my gosh, they were perfect. So that is a handy little tool, and I did not put it in the microwave. I just put the hot pancakes right in the warmer and left it there, and closed it after I kept adding it, but they were perfect. So everybody got a hot pancake. And you know what? We're doing a lot of breakfast for dinners these days. So just saying. Anywho, booking tips. So, well, we listened to Laura's, but you guys need to listen to Kristen Waranga if you have not already done so. Has anybody listened to that video just yet? Let me just, because Kristen, you got to go and you listen to it. I'm going to let you listen to it, but it's just go back to booking, selling, and recruiting right now, and Kristen's there. She's the feature of that area, but she talks a little bit about how to reach out for bookings with all that is going on right now. So, people that are stuck at home, she's talking about addressing the obvious with everyone, whatever it is. She realizes that, yeah, everybody knows what's going on there, but you know what? How can you serve these people? So you lead them with a service, post, text, call, whatever it is that you're doing. There's a lot of people that are home. What can you offer people that are cooking at home right now? What if they have kids at home, which seems to be the biggest thing right now, is everybody's kids are at home. Or if you're feeling socially isolated, is that you? Could you use some friends around you? Even if it's just social media, you're on a social media platform, and you are just telling people that you want to gather with some friends in a social community. And you could come up with things like, and we're going to, there's some great things, the meals in the pantry, because you can't go to the grocery stores right now. So, and you are helping them and their friends. So that's the perfect timing for that. Okay. This is big these days. We have covered this, I know, on our executive group. Am I right, you guys, that there is so much going on with Feeding America now? People are really into giving for all different kinds of charities. Like, what's your favorite charity? I know that there's been some posts on that as well. But what I love about this is that they've increased it. Okay, they have doubled the donations, and I'm going to get this right, I think, because it was 10 to 15%. It is now 20 to 30%. So, which is great. So when you're going to set up your show, you'll set up your show. It'll be a fundraiser, but you'll have to make sure that you select Feeding Feeding America Disaster Relief. I want to make sure I get that right. And just imagine this, even with a $200 show, everybody, even if it's doubled, okay, you are donating 400 meals. I mean, that is amazing. That is truly amazing. And we did all the math here. Even a $600 show, that's the 30%. So that's the maximum double. So it is 1,800 meals. Do you know what an impact that would have that is totally the best thing that you can do. So even on an average show with a 20%, you are still donating 1,000 meals on that. So the one thing or the couple things that you should know, obviously bookings from there, they're doubling the contribution, and it's $6 instead of the $3. And this is going to go from March all the way, well, previous March 1st. They're backdating it from March 1st through April 30th. And so they're giving all of that, which I think is so generous of them to do that. I also wanted to say, and I'm trying to find it here, I'm not sure if it's on one of these things here. But anyway, don't forget about the products that people can purchase, which is the cut and seal and the scoop and spread. And for each of those products purchased, $1 goes to the local food banks, okay? That dollar amount is not doubled. But that is, I mean, especially with kids being home right now, those are the perfect couple of things that you can actually promote, and that would even be great on a live. And if you have the blender, make your peanut butter first, just saying. But the statistics are is 1 in 7 kids don't know where their next meals are coming from. So you are making a difference. So if you can, you know, obviously that is, you are creating value for people when you are doing that. So,
Hey, Patty, can I just say something real quick?
yes.
Just to let you guys know how this works, and Patty, they corrected me on that statement.
Oh, sorry.
Sandwich maker and the scoop and spread, the cut and seal and the scoop and spread, that goes to corporate Feeding America, and that helps. They get the food in the big distribution centers, and where we come in is we help pay for the trucks and the gas to get it to the local pantries all over the country. And not one dime goes to administration at the Pampered Chef.
Yeah.
So I want you to know, and then the roundup from the heart is going to the local pantries. They corrected. I thought that
Even the products, Nance, because I read on there that they said that the products were going to the local food banks.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what it says on, what do you call it? But I don't know.
All right.
So,
What Nancy Joe said is what they said on the director call this morning.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then
So,
they better change it.
Yeah, anyway, but it's really, really important, you guys, because everybody thinks, well, what can $1 do? Well, $1 for the getting it to the pantries, that's why it's 10 meals $1. So I just, 2 different people said that their pantries were actually out. They were closed because they had no food. So this is really something we can make a big, big, huge difference by serving our customers and just getting people to dig in with that. So.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nance. Thanks for, I guess I needed that. Okay, we're going to move on to selling, which is a big part of what we do. And here you go, Nance. You are actually up right on now.
Okay.
Look at you.
Thank you.
Nancy Joe.
When I talked to the whole director team, gosh, is that a week ago now? I don't even, it seems like it's been a long week. One of the things I said is the people we serve today will be our customers tomorrow. And I really, really think we need to think about serving our people and our customers and our community. And we really want to encourage you to go live on your Facebook pages, on your business pages, because within the first minute of your video, state why you're there and how people can trust you, and give a brief explanation of what you're going to share and why. Like you're going to maybe talk about the cut and seal and the scoop and spread, and how this is going to make a difference in communities all across America. And you know, the really, really great thing about going live is you are being real. In fact, I'll never forget the time I thought that the button that I did this whole thing on Facebook, and I thought I stopped it, you guys, and I didn't. And I said, oh crap, that was terrible. And I was still going live. I got more comments on that crappy video, but the statement after it was done, because you know what? People want to know you're real. And so just don't be intimidated by going live. Just go in there and share what you've got to offer and how you can offer solutions in the kitchen. Demonstrate just little things while you're cooking. Now, I would be a little organized with it. You know, you don't want it to be too long, but you want snippets and say, I'll come back when it's done to show you the finished product, things like that. Get your kids involved, get your husband involved. You know, I'll get your mom. Paula Brockner always has her mom on there. And then share the product features and benefits while you're cooking and paint that picture how this is going to make things easier in their kitchen. Now think about it, you guys. Everyone is cooking more now than they ever have. I mean, we can say that with such confidence right now because everybody, whether they love to cook, know how to cook, don't cook, whatever, everybody's cooking. Everybody, because they have to. On one of our calls, someone was sharing how her husband was talking to the guy on the other side of the fence, and they were chatting, and he said, my wife has cooked 4 nights in a row. He said, never in our whole marriage has she cooked 4 nights in a row. And he says, not only is she loving it, I think I may have a chef on my hands. And so that's really cool because people are finding out it's not as hard as they think. It doesn't take as much time as they thought. And like a really fun post to do is share your favorite Pampered Chef product below and why. And then come back the next day and say, based on what you've seen in the past couple days, what are you missing from your kitchen? And how can I help? All right. I want to share one other thing, is a quick story from today. A friend texted me and said, hey, call this lady. She knows someone that's looking for a consultant. She has an order. Now, it wasn't even this lady that had an order, but it was her friend that had an order. So I got on the phone and I called this lady, and she said, well, my friend in Colorado wasn't connected with anybody, and I told her that I knew someone. So anyway, and this person didn't know me at all. Okay, she knew my friend who's recently retired from Pampered Chef. So anyway, I was starting to talk with her, and I just asked her, when's the last time that she was, involved with Pampered Chef? And she said a year ago, January. And she said, and I was just telling my girlfriend that my friend does this. And she goes, and then when I called her, she said that she retired. And so anyway, that one little conversation, it was 5 minutes into the conversation, I said, so are you saying that you have a friend that has an order, or you would like to do a party, a virtual party? And she says, oh no, I don't want to do a virtual party. She said, not in today with what's going on, and then she stopped and she said, well, tell me, how is it for your business? How are things going on? What's going on with Pampered Chef? How is it affecting you? And I said, well, it's really, really interesting, because we really thought that, gosh, our business would, halt, because of, people aren't going to be shopping and they're not going to be out there. But actually, in the reality is, it's just the opposite. People are scrolling Facebook and they are shopping, and they're finding themselves cooking more than they've ever cooked, and they're actually buying products like crazy. In fact, one thing that I wanted to mention was Kristen, that Patty was talking about a minute ago. I'm on a mastermind group with her, and she shared her business this March over last March was up over 200%. You guys, we need to believe in what we're doing and just serve people, whether they want to buy or they don't. You just keep giving people solutions. So anyway, so Mary Ann, the lady I was talking with, she said to me, well, what the heck? She goes, let's do one. Let's see what happens. And she said, can we start today? And I said, Well, no, there's a little process. I'll set you up today, and you can have your friend go right on and place her order, because the friend wanted to place her order right away. And I says, and I'll get you all set up, and we'll start inviting people, and I'm going to host coach you. I'm going to put you in a group to host coach you. And she says, okay, I'm really excited. And in just a few minutes, we turned that page from an order, like Laura said earlier, to a party. I will let you guys know how that party turned out, but I'm serious, you guys. Just be bold and be confident, because it's going to make all the difference in the world. And I am not a virtual queen at all. I would call myself an in-person party girl, okay? But I've done virtual parties, and I will dig in, especially at this time when I can't go out and do live parties. So you guys, do it with me. Do it with me. Patty, take it away.
Okay. I wanted to say just really quick that I don't know, and I suppose we could tell them that actually the ship to, so if you're not on direct ship, the default will now be, can I say that? Marie's shaking her head, it's okay. So the default ship, yeah, okay, it's there. All right. So it's going to automatically default that it will ship to them. So it won't even get shipped to the host. So
even if you're not on direct ship.
Exactly. It won't ship out right away. Right. The default setting will be that it will go to them once the whole show is actually placed, but it's going to default that way. Yay, Pampered Chef. So that's pretty cool. Okay, back.
And that was one of Marianne's questions. She goes, these orders aren't going to come all to me, are they? I says, nope, they're going to go all to the individual people. So what I'm saying is be strong about your call to action, and let people know honestly, and just say, you know what, there's absolutely no pressure to buy, but we may encourage someone that's really struggling with some ideas or with their kids, or let's just do it together. See what happens.
I'm just saying, you know what, Nance, since yesterday, I don't have a show set up yet, but I have over $200 in online order sales, of nothing of which except for that email that went out. Otherwise, I have not done anything, but I just want you to know people are buying. They're just making it, they said that Williams and Sonoma, their stock is up 20%. Hello, people. Or is it their sales? I don't know. Their sales
were up 20% in the first week.
That's right.
After like from the 20th to the 27th.
Okay.
You got to think about another thing, because people aren't running through the drive-through or eating out as much.
Yeah.
They're going to have extra money in their budget.
Absolutely.
And now these tools are literally going to serve them for years and years to come. So it's not a splurge buy. I mean, I'm so thankful that we're selling what we're selling, you guys, because I don't want to say any other companies, but I'd be hard pressed to have the same attitude with some of the other companies.
Absolutely.
So I'm so thankful selling cooking tools. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so here, what are our reasons Pampered Chef has done so much to help us to get to, have all of these great tools so that we have in our back pocket here, like the April host bonus. So if you haven't, if they're 60% off on these two items, which are our hottest electrical items that are out there, the quick cooker is $99 from $249, and the deluxe cooking blender is $139.60. I should have put what the savings are on there, but that is amazing, people. Who would not want to do that? Go live with those cooking blenders. And the other thing that they have given us, besides the $100 bonus, for any shows that are $650 or more, is anything from $200, so a qualified show, all the way to $600. They're going to get an extra $50. So I love this chart because it gives you what they're going to get instead of the what the free product value was. Here's what they're going to get. So lots of great things. Okay, so here's some other things that they have added. It's obviously very relevant right now. So it's under marketing imagery, and it's under plan a party. And these are two with cooking with kids. Just because there's so many kids at home, this is the perfect, that's the perfect show that you can do. And here's pantry cooking. One of my directors is actually going live, and she is before she does that, the night before, she's actually putting a post out there and she's telling people that she is going to go live tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. And if she wanted to cook along with their kids, she did the puff pancake or whatever, I think the first day, and she gives them all the ingredients, and then she goes live and she encourages people to obviously engage in the video. It's just, it's really awesome. She actually did a book. She was reading a book, but she's been going live a lot. So I would definitely encourage that. She's going to have a lot of people. And then the other thing is the pantry cooking, which people, it took me 5 days before I can get groceries delivered on Instacart. So we're eating what we have already in our pantries and our freezers. So I am sure that people are looking for the exact same thing as well. So that is a great idea to do as well. And lots of other tools that they just gave us, 30% off Enrichables. And those are on new subscriptions only, and new, subscriptions or purchased one time. So that is perfect. That's a great deal that, that we have in our back pockets there. And then I'm going to talk here. I'm going to actually just move this down here because I'm going to see this. So hold on. So here it is right here. So $20 each or $34 for both. So that is 30% off. Savings the lifetime of your monthly subscription. Huge, everybody. And this is, I feel like I'm talking so fast now, but I'm sorry, we still have a lot to run through. I love this. This is what Laura was talking about, those kitchen helpers. These are going to be available only for the month of April. But look at this. These are great things because Steve, we were talking about like even the high priced items. So talking about items that are $50 and under, those would make good purchases for people that are in virtual shows, maybe watching what they are spending, but a great value for their kitchen. So all of these things, the pasta cooker, the sandwich maker, the popcorn maker, the cutting bowl, and the utensil set are all things that, and here they are, go to marketing imagery. These are all of the things that are available. So you can do that. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen what you can earn? Wait, I gotta show you. Hold on. I have it right here, but oh my gosh, I forgot to, I've taken it out, but now this box is giving me a hard time. Hold on. Did you see them? Look at how cute these are. Did you guys see these cute little things? They're little minis. Eee! They are perfect. So those are earn the 5.5 cast iron skillet set. So it's a set. $45 value just by submitting $750. Woo! Who's in? Put in the chat. Who's going to earn those this month? Whoop, whoop. And tell us what you're going to do. What?
Individual pot pies, those little cookies, which they call what? Pazookies. And hash browns. Anything that's small. And they'll fit in the air fryer.
Yes, yay! Perfect for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, who's earning one of those? Hey, Teresa! I see Teresa raised her hand. So yes, and then
says done.
Done. Awesome. And if you are going to earn them and you have to pick something to do like a fundraiser or reach out to a host or past host, what is it that you're going to do to get your $750 in sales? All right. Where's Kristen? Because Kristen is going to talk a little bit about recruiting. I've got to find Kristen. Oh, I just saw her. Hold on.
There.
Kristen. We're going to unmute you and we're going to make you the spotlight girl. Look at her. Look so cute.
All right. So,
let me introduce.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. So I want to set Kristen up here because you know what? Kristen is near and dear to my heart. She's in my second line, and Kristen has really big goals for this business, and she is an innovator in our company. And I'm so excited that Kristen, I talked to her today and I said, Kristen, hey, would you share tonight? And she was sharing things with me that were so exciting. I says, oh my gosh, you got to say that. Oh my gosh, you got to say that. So I'm hoping that you took notes from our conversation, Kristen. But Kristen is from Indiana, and she has quite the story. And she is the sole income for her family right now. And because her husband had a recent job change, and he's doing his own thing now, so that's just starting. And I mean, I'm just so inspired by you, Kristen. So Kristen, tell us about your business and what happened this last month.
Okay, so give you a little bit of a background with me. I started virtual parties not quite 3.5 years ago, or right at 3.5 years ago. I was a cooking consultant director. I had actually lost my title, went all the way back down to consultant, was barely hanging on. Got wind of the virtual and took on with it, and started doing $10,000 sales months the second month after doing virtual parties. Re-promoted to director, earned my first earned a trip that year, not my first one, in 3 months, the end of that year. And it's exploded since then. So virtual. And now is the time, I mean, obviously, to get into the virtual concept. And I love listening to Laura's story because my heart is like, yay! Because it's like the gravy to your mashed potatoes or your butter to your bread, because it is fantastic. And it's an opportunity for you to reach a lot of people at one time, connect with people socially across the United States. You can see my map behind me. There's actually pins in it. I have pins all across the United States where I have consultants, and we actually now have consultants on military bases in Spain and Germany. We did have one in Turkey. She relocated to Germany, but we have consultants across the world actually right now, and everybody can be virtual. So I was sharing some things with Nancy Joe today. She said, hey, how's your business going? And I said, well, to let you know, our organization had its second highest month ever in the month of March. Like, we had our second highest month ever in the month of March. And I've been in Pampered Chef 15 years. So to do virtual parties for 3 years and to see such the difference. And then I said, you know, we added quite a few new consultants. We added 77 new consultants to the organization in the month of March. Yeah. And I personally added 11 in the month of March. And so then I shared with her that one of the best things you can do is offer this $19 kit right now. Absolutely. And if you are not offering it, you are disservicing your customers. You are making the choice for them, whether this would fit them or not. And so I'm offering it. I'm offering it to all my hosts and all my customers. Okay. And so here's why. Right now, more than anything, we have people who that $19 is super critical. Super critical. This can seriously change their lives. We have more moms and dads at home. We have more people who may not be working. We have a lot more people who are at home working. I have several new consultants who are like, you know what? I'm at home working. I have the time. I'm on my computer anyways. Let's do this. The time's right. I'm home anyways. And so there's so many different. So I was sharing one of my stories. So I flipped 6 of my hosts last month. And I actually gave 13 parties away because they had friends who booked and things like that. And so here's some stories that came out of that. I had one host who said to me before her party 2 weeks ago on Saturday, she said to me, I don't think I want to have this party. I know you've already set up the party. I know you've sent the packet out. I know we've talked about it, but I really don't think we need to have this party. Too many of my friends are not making the income. And I said, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's de-stress. Let's have a mind break and let's just have some fun. Maybe they'll see a recipe that will help them. Maybe they'll hear something that'll stretch their budget. Let's just have fun. And she said, okay. So I typically set my parties up on a Friday. They have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get their people invited. I do engagement posts all 3 days. And then on Monday, we kick off. And so on Sunday morning, I sent her a message and said, hey, you know what? You still don't have anybody in here. We really need to get people in here. And she said, I know. And she said, I really want to do this. I'm just really afraid. And I said, you know what? You have nothing to lose. If nothing happens, we can totally do a party later. But let's just have some fun. So that was at 10 o'clock in the morning. At 8 o'clock at night, about 8:30 at night, I sent her the message. I'm sorry that you and your friends won't have a week of fun. And so she sent back, no, I promise, I'm gonna add them right now. And so from the time she started adding them, they started lighting up my phone, because I found right now from about 7:45 to about 10:30 at night is the hot time right now. Parents are so busy during the day with their kids right now, or they're working from home. They're trying to fit in those routines that right now, that bedtime is a sweet spot. That is where parents are de-stressing, and all that kind of stuff. So that is a sweet spot. So that's when you need to have like really good engagement posts happening. And so use that and share, get it in there. So anyways, my phone started lighting up. By the next morning, she already had one order. Now remind you, she told me nobody was gonna order, they didn't have money. She had an order, and within 24 hours, it was a qualified party. Now, we still went all the way through Friday, but by Wednesday, she already had 3 bookings, 3 people who were gonna book from her party. And so by Friday, she had 2 others who hadn't quite given me a date, but said that they would consider it if Amber decided to become a consultant. So I simply said, Amber, your friends obviously love this. You've had a successful party. You have 3 guaranteed bookings and a couple others. I think you should try it. And she did. And so that was 2 weeks ago. Last week, we ran her first party. One of them jumped on and did the first party last week. It was over 500, so she's already earned the first level of rewards. And she has 4 parties going right now. Y'all, this makes a difference. If I had let her cancel that party, she wouldn't have had a successful party. Her friends wouldn't have had some fun, and that's what they're saying. Like, I needed this. I needed this fun. I needed that. Another person chatting with her came to me and said, you know what? I don't even have the $20, but I have I have the host. I have people who are ready to get started right now. What do I do? And I said, you know what? I know you're going to do this. So I paid the $20. I paid the $19.80 for her. She's already run it. She's qualified in her first week, and she's already paid me the $20 back.
Wow.
What a life-changing thing. Guys, some people just don't even have the $20. Now, out of those 11, 8 of them took the $19 kit, and 3 of them bought the bigger kits. A couple of them had some host credits, and they took the bigger kits. We are changing lives each and every day. So you're probably asking, like, how are you doing it, right? Ask your host 5 times each. All right, you need to be asking your host multiple times before the party. Can you make this party where they're going to make both the commission and the host rewards? The second week of March, I flipped 4 in 1 week that way. Okay, so their parties that I was already going to run became their first parties. Okay, then ask them in the middle of the parties, oh my gosh, and you don't have to be direct, but you can just say something as simple as, you know what, Patty, you are doing amazing. Look at all of your friends loving this. I really think you would be an awesome consultant. So you're not really directly asking them, but you're sharing with them about their friends and giving them that little bit of a boost, but kind of asking them at the same time. And then you'll do it again. And then at the end, you just simply say, you know what? You have $50 in host rewards that you can use towards a kit of your choice, or $25 if they want to use just the small kit. They can get it for free. And I had several use that $25 for the free kit, or for the $19 kit to get it free. And I'm telling you, stories are coming out left and right now of what a difference this is happening. So my suggestion to you is share. We have 15 days to use this. So 14 now to share this $19 kit. I know that I challenged my directors all their teams to 15 new consultants in 15 days. I'm challenging him that because what a life difference that we can do for all these new consultants and their families, right? So did I cover pretty much what you were looking for?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kristen. And the one thing I wanted to say is Kristen shared with me in all of her past years, she's never recruited more than 5 people in 1 month. So I want you to think about that. She more than doubled what her greatest month was. Her greatest month. She's done 5 multiple times. But you guys, right now is an amazing time. It's an amazing time. And you just don't know. Don't hold back, because you may be the prayer that they're asking the Lord for right now, because you could be that answer. So don't be selfish. Don't hold back. Thank you, Kristen.
You're welcome. I did want to share one other thing. Yeah, definitely. This was my biggest month ever. I've done five different times. I always try to go over the 5, and I always hit the 5. So I was going for 6, and I doubled it. But the thing that I want to share is we had a brand new consultant who signed on February 29th at like 10 p.m. on the 29th. Okay. February 29th, she signed. And y'all, within 1 week, she signed 8 new consultants. And then by the end of the month, she has signed 11 in the month of March. And as of yesterday, the 1st, she's already signed another one. So she has 12 brand new consultants underneath her in her first 32 days as a new consultant. So she's jumped on it. She's sharing it with her friends. She's letting all of her hosts know right away, because this is big, guys. So many people need this right now.
And think about what that extra $500, and when they get to advanced director, the extra 1,000. Think of what that can mean to them and their family. That could be groceries on the table, you guys. That could be a mortgage payment, a car payment, all of it. It could make all the difference in the world. Thank you. That's right. You did share. I was so excited when I was talking to Kristen today. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Don't forget to let everybody know the $19.80 kit till
the 15th.
Yes.
15th.
Yeah, April 15th. So work on that.
Yes.
If you were a recruiter before, you had consultants, those are the perfect people to actually go back to and see if, have you done that too, Kristen? Have you just gone back to some of your past consultants?
So I've only re-signed 1 so far. A couple others are on the fence. And so now I can be like, yeah, we've got a couple other days to do this. So let's do this. But, I signed a nurse and I signed a 911 dispatcher in March, y'all. So don't even forget that even those who are on the front line, like my 911 dispatcher right now is running her first party. My nurse already ran a $700 party. Like, they still want it too, y'all. So don't forget them too. And they may be a little bit slower getting started, but it's for them. The air fryer last month, this month, the host rewards the cast iron. They can earn the little baby cast iron along with the big cast iron. I mean, so many incredible options for them along with the income. So share.
No, Kristen. Okay, so before we go to recognition, because this is the last part, I know we're at 9:03 already, but I just want to go through this. I know we had talked about this, right? So let me just share this. So can you guys see this?
Yep.
Can you see this? Okay, good. So this was the Teach Me webinar that Steve had done was it this past week? Yeah, I think it was this past week. So he shared, this was totally amazing, everybody, in that he shared screenshots of things, of his posts and words that he was saying in messages to people. Like, can you guys see this here? Let me see if I go.
Yep.
Is that better?
Yep.
Okay. So many of you love cooking at home and looking for ideas. You can go watch the video. They're all there. We just happen to take some screenshots. Who would love a copy of our new spring catalog? So one of the things that he was doing, would you love a catalog? And then he is following up, obviously, with messages. So excited to share our new spring catalog with you, as well as these awesome recipe cards. Would you be interested in hosting an online party with me as well? It's super easy and a great way to share lots of recipes, tips, and tricks with your friends who are now cooking at home more than ever. Not to mention, it's a fun way for you to gather online with everyone. I have blank and blank as available dates. So you have to make sure that there's a call to action, that you're actually asking and you have the dates available. So all they need to do, it's an option. I pick this or that, right?
Yep.
Pretty easy. So getting bookings, reaching out after a party, customer service is huge. Steve is not the only one that actually has been doing this. I know I think Kristen Waring is doing the same thing as well. Hi, this is Steve, Nicole's Pampered Chef Consultant. I just wanted to say thank you for your order. You will love that, whatever it was. Say it's a food chopper. I would love to share some recipes via email that might be helpful with being stuck inside doing more cooking now than ever. Would you be interested in that? Obviously, the answer is yes. Oh, here. And then, perfect. Let me send you a few that I love. Question for you. I love Assembly. It's a great way to not only collect these mealtime solutions at a time like this, but for you, but also for your friends and family to host an online party with me in late April. Not only do I do all the work, but whoever the past host is will get one item or set at half off. What do you think? It's a win-win for everybody. These are amazing words. Just use these words right here. Oh, that's the same one. Sorry about that. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Favorite charity. So this is talking a little bit. Can you see this? Share your favorite local charity. So he's asking what charity that you prefer, and let me know. We can do a fundraiser. So not only just the Feeding America, but you can also 15% of the sales from the charity of your choice. And so he's telling him how we reach out. We run a party. We run a similar to a party, but Pampered Chef will donate 10 to 50% of your guest sales to charity. That is in lieu of the free product, but they do get the 60% off item. It's a great way to provide for charity and lots of fun with your friends online. Okay, so this is the last one I'm going to share is types of parties to book right now. So these are great. Oh, this is an easy meal one. So he does the easy meal one. These are exactly what he posts throughout the day. So if you need help with some content, this is perfect. An engagement post, first meal with a recipe, follow-up tools, second meal, follow-up tools, third meal, pretty easy. That's pretty much what he does, follow up with the tools. So fairly easy.
That's all in 1 hour, Patty. Did you notice that?
Yeah, no.
8 to
Oh,
9.
it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. Oh my God, Nance. I didn't even notice that. Sorry about that. Online one, look at it's online 1 hour Pampered Chef party. So people have an option if they want to do an online, 1 hour party. We have the texting, the 15-minute texting parties. There is all kinds of things that you can actually do. So yeah, this is just another cabin fever party that, that are there. So, and some of the great recipes. So.
And don't forget, let me just interject this really quick.
Yes.
Don't forget, if you're not a virtual consultant and it really intimidates you, just remember you can go Facebook Live, or you can do a Zoom party where you give everybody the Zoom link and you do your show for a half an hour, and you set somebody up that people can order right on Pampered Chef's website. So, I mean, if you really, really won't do the virtual, there are other options for you.
Yay. Okay, so my last and final, I'm going to share the screen here. And where did you go? Okay, so here we go. Let me just go down because the rest of this was just Dash and Fast Track rewards. And we have Kelly Pearson. This is a testimony. 6 months later, she's an advanced director. So just like Kristen's, there's a lot of people that are promoting very quickly, taking advantage of all the money. People don't want to leave money on the table. So if they do and they follow the program, they can earn $3,000, people. And so can you. That's the best part of it at all. So here we go. So we're going to do a little bit of recognition. So I'll start with me. So we'll go up from here. So my organizational sales, congratulations to the Most Reno team, $325,000 in org sales. Woohoo! Total organizational recruits of 63. Our top salesperson in the org was Anna Luck with $10,075. And then a tie for the top recruiter, Anna Luck and Mary Hebert with 4 recruits. Congratulations. And then my personal team outdid themselves in the month of March with 41,164 in sales, personal team sales. Recruits were 5. Our top salesperson was Jamie Waters, and I think Jamie's on the call. Congratulations, Jamie, with $6,307. Woohoo! And then the top recruiter was with 1 each, and there was a top of 5. Deb Lee, Jenna Nadeau, Cindy Hayden, Julie Smith, and I had a recruit. So there you go. And then where's Marie? Does she want to do her team sales? Or do you want me to do it for you, Marie? Did we
Sure.
She's undoing herself.
Just leave it. What?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We had an outstanding beat last year's numbers, 1,137,776, an amazing adding of 361 new consultants. Ellington Boyce was our top seller, amazing, 19,000 in sales. And on Ellington's team, in her second month of qualifying for a national, Becca Yawn added 15 new people. Our personal team did over 14,564. Our top seller was Kimberly Ike with 1,409. And our top recruiter, Katie Bardo, with 3 new recruits. So, yay!
Yay! Nancy Joe, I couldn't change this even, Nance. So our grand poopa, our grand pampered chef poopa.
There you go. Okay. We had an outstanding month beat last year as well. And it was $2,672,000 in sales. You guys rocked it. It was just amazing. Organizational recruits, 767. We didn't quite beat last year. Last year, March was my second highest month ever at 856, I think it was. So we were not quite 100 short, but I was thrilled with all that we did do. That was just amazing. Ellington Boyce was my number 1 out of 7,000 people. She was my number 1 sales with 19,000 plus 15 recruits. She had 15 recruits as well. And Yvonne Plashita had 15 recruits, personal recruits in my overall team. In my personal team, Jennifer Blackburn had $3,772 in sales, and Suzanne Ramos had 3 new recruits. So we're excited for Suzanne. You should be on track for getting all those people going, and you should probably be my next director. So we're really excited about that. On my personal team, Patty, I didn't write that one down. I just sent it to you.
Did you send it to me?
Yes, I did, with the organizational sales. I want to say it was it 81,000, I think.
Yay, that looks good. That sounds good.
Yeah, 81,000 in personal team sales. So you guys are amazing. I'm really blown away by all the people that are working so hard. So thank you so much. Congratulations, everybody.
No, it was amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, Marie, do you have anything that you wanna, because I know where it's like 9:13, I don't know if you have anything.
You wanna stop the recording?
Should we stop the recording? Or Marie might say something profound.
Well, no, I just wanted to say the top points today are go to STIR. And if you weren't live with Stephen Trolpowski's We Can Do It series on bookings, definitely do that. Have a pen in hand, because he actually gives you the words to use. It was wonderful. Second, make sure you know through STIR the 5 items that are on sale, the enrichables, even for the lifetime of the subscription, and review the updated increased bonuses for April hosts. And year over last, Pampered Chef is up in sales just like Sur La Table. And we're growing. The number of new consultants that got added to Pampered Chef last month was higher than the year before. So the company is growing. And Kristen, with her 11 new recruits and what her team is doing, is just the tip of the iceberg with the people that I had a conversation with somebody recently and said, not everybody is unemployed. There's a lot of people working from home. If you work for a grocery store, you're working overtime. If you're a truck driver, if you're a police officer, there are so many people that are working, but they don't have the cost of going out to dinner. They're not buying lunch. They don't have the cost of commuting, and they are investing in quality products. So
For sure.
we can do it, right?
Yeah.
We certainly can. I know. Stay focused, everybody. That's the key right now. Marie?
We could, if you want to stop recording and
Yeah,
we can
I'll go
open
ahead.
it up for
Recording. Okay.
comment.